at St. Charles High School, where the Spartans are hard at work preparing for next season. Take a walk with me as we come in and check in on the Spartans. When we look at the WCAC, it comes down to 4 teams: Good Counsel, Gonzaga, St. John's, and DeMatha. It's homecoming weekend for the Hoyas here in Georgetown, and families are coming from all around the U.S. to see their boys play. St. Charles Spartans last season finished 17-7, but this season with some new additions, it's a new-look Spartans team down there in Waldorf, Maryland, home to one of the best rushing attacks in the DMV area, racking up over 2,100 rushing yards last season, and that is thanks to the young man that they call Bam Bam. We're going to look at a state championship birth game between Gaithersburg and Bethesda Chevy Chase. Fisher and Angeles are dominating the way they are offense in that first half. How dangerous is this team?
Your team coach gave me the nickname after he saw my highlights. He just said, I'm going to call you Bam Bam.
Hampton was bouncing off tackles all last season, rushing for over 1,300 yards and 16 touchdowns as a sophomore. But Coach Dan Perro says it's Hampton's work ethic that sets him apart from any other player that he has coached.
He's very explosive. He's very strong. He has great knowledge of the game. But his greatest trait is he doesn't take a day off.
Hampton holds the keys to the Little Hoyas offense, usually a spot reserved for quarterback, but the offense starts and ends with Bam Bam.
It starts with Jalen at the tailback spot. We've got to be able to run the ball to be successful.
I mean, it's awesome, and he's just an incredible running back, and behind our line, he can do whatever he wants, and it's awesome.
Bam Bam has caught the eye of many college programs such as Penn State, Wake Forest, and Ohio State, just to name a few. Still, Hampton does not let that phase him.
I just don't think about that kind of stuff. It's just if I focus on the game, I'm just going to focus on one thing, just not focus on anything else.
The Little Hoyas are the defending IAC champs, and with the whole league on notice, we will see if Bam Bam can run over the competition again. Brandon Green, DMVstream.com. St. Charles Spartans last season finished 17-7, but this season with some new additions, it's a new-look Spartans team down there in Waldorf, Maryland. I was able to get to a St. Charles Open Gym. Let's go ahead and let's check out this story. St. Charles finished 17-7 last season and were 1 game away from the region championship, but that won't be enough for this team this season.
I just want to win. I mean, I know if we win it, the championship going to come, you know what I'm saying? But we all know what we want to do, and that's the states. We ain't worried about smack. We ain't worried about the Christmas tournament. We want to win a state championship. Aggressive is the adjective to call this team. Full court pressure defense and a team-oriented attacking offense. But that has been a philosophy of head coach Brett Campbell's for a while now.
We ask a lot of the guys defensively. We're really demanding with what we do. Offensively, the guys get a little bit more freedom to go and make a play. We trust them to make a play.
We try to do a lot of 50-50 balls and practice and stuff. So that kind of picks it up and makes us more aggressive.
With the recent addition of Darius Miles, the Spartans now have one of the best 1-2 attacks in the DMV area with Anthony Bowman and Miles. And I had to ask Bowman, does he see them as one of the best duos in the DMV?
For sure. Both of us play the guard. We both can score. Both play good defense. Both good basketball players all around.
Off-season and preseason workouts is a time to work on chemistry, but the Spartans haven't been able to do that fully with injuries to Miles and Tremaine Chesley. This could be seen as a problem, but not for the Spartans.
When Darius went down with the surgery, we went and saw him. You know what I'm saying? Me, Omar, and Imari, we went and saw him at his house, chilled with him for a little bit before we came to workouts. We all still kept the same chemistry, you know what I'm saying, talking on the phone and stuff like that.
Trials for the Spartans are not until mid-November, but until then, the Spartans will be doing their best to live up to the hype around these transfers and the team. Brandon Green, DMVstream.com. Number 3, we're going to Bethesda, Maryland, where the Georgetown Prep Little Hoyas are hosting Riverdale Baptist in the 4th quarter. A little bit of time remains in this game. It's tied 6-6. The Little Hoyas call on their kicker, Holton Horrigan, and the kick is good for the game-winning field goal. Wow, what a defensive battle, and congratulations to Coach Dan Perro to put that much trust in his kicker as the Little Hoyas get this win 9-6. For our number 2 play, let's go to the nation's capital where the Blue Knights are visiting Theodore Roosevelt. In the 4th quarter, a little bit of time remains, and Blue wideout Levant Gator goes up and makes a grown man play, grown man catch for the game-winning touchdown. One more time for the people at home, please. Gator with the clutch catch as the Knights get the win 29-26. Coming in at number 1, we go to Gaithersburg High School where the Damascus Hornets are taking on Poolesville. Hornets running back, or as they like to call it, their do-it-all player, TD Ayodur had a game for the ages, and this young man had a punt return for a touchdown where he just turns into a human joystick and makes almost every defender miss before going into the end zone, but then he wants to get back on the defensive end and turn into Darrell Reeves where he makes an interception and then returns that for a touchdown, casually jumping over the weary defender. And lastly, he turns back into one of the best running backs in the DMV area because he scored 2 rushing touchdowns in this game. What a game for TD, 4 touchdowns, and they call him TD because all he does is score. As the Hornets are able to stay undefeated and keep their win streak alive as they get the win 47-0.